Warning, this podcast contains grown-up subjects and big boy words. It is intended for adults only, but we won't tell on you if you don't tell our grandmas how many swears we did.
Welcome to Only Mostly Thread, where three creative professionals thread our way through the frightening forests of peculiar posts, attempt to answer curious questions, and dive deep into Reddit's reserves, all to bring something special to you. I'm your friendly neighborhood film guy and hairiest host, Devin Hoy.
I'm your metal musician and resident asshole, Lily Taylor.
I'm your rambling writer and hostess with the mostest anxiety, Sarah Lorish.
Guys,
Hi, guys.
We are in the double digits.
What? Also, if we all sound a little grouchy today, it's because I'm pretty sure each one of us is sick with either the same or possibly a different thing. So just want to go in, set your expectations at like a normal place. But that's not what I was going to lead with today. I actually wanted to talk about a fun little Switch game called Just Dance. Because I saw a TikTok the other day, this girl's boyfriend or whatever was saying like, oh, Just Dance isn't a good workout. And then she made him like learn the choreography to one of the songs. I'm not sure which one. And by the end of it, he was just like lying on the ground like, so, we actually started doing that for fitness. Like it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I highly recommend it for people who are unmotivated, but want to work out because it'll like tricks you into working out a little bit, I think.
It's like the perfect workout trick for me because I hate almost everything involved with working out, but I love dance. Yeah. And I think you showed me that TikTok, and what made me laugh the most about it is like every 10 seconds or so, it just cuts to him standing in the back of the room, like catching his breath, like he made her pause it.
Just a minute, just another minute. But yeah,
it's a good workout.
I mean, I don't use it because I love to dance. I use it because I like music and I hate failure. So then once it started, then I have to beat Devin.
Understandable.
So, I'm just like, well, I can't lose ever. So this is my life now.
As much as like I like dance and wish that I could be like the best dancer and am really into all the moves and like learning the footwork and stuff, Lily is competitive enough that she probably beats me 70% of the time.
Just Dance is hard. I think I have no rhythm.
It's so hard. Honestly, I played one of the previous versions, like not very much, but like at one of my friend's house at a party. And I don't know if like they just picked all the easy ones, but like this one is so hard. Like they have like TikTok dances that I've always looked at, but been like, I can't do that. Like that friggin' shuffle thing. And to be fair, let's be real. They are not TikTok dances. They are dances that existed prior to TikTok that I just only watched when they were on TikTok, if that makes sense. I don't want you to feel like I'm uneducated enough to think that TikTok invented all of those moves, like the shuffle. So
it's like whenever young people were like, oh, that's that dance from Fortnite. Like,
right. Well, you're just like, no.
They got that dance from somewhere else first.
Mm-hmm. But they have Disney songs on there too. It's really fun. They have We Don't Talk About Bruno. It's really funny.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
and
such
there's other Disney songs too, but I haven't listened to them yet. So
such a good time. And they've also got some like K-pop, which involves some like snappy choreography.
Honestly, my favorite stuff is the stuff that's in a foreign language and is like weird European shit. Like I'm really into it. Apparently there's stuff on there that was in a Eurovision, Devin said at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But that was really
Dottie,
fun.
I don't know how to pronounce this, so it's either Dottie or Daddy. Daddy Frere. And it's Think About Things.
Daddy.
And they won the 2020 Eurovision or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Does the Switch have like a camera, or do you have to buy a camera?
No,
you hold the Joy-Con.
No. What Lily said.
And the hand is like highlighted so that you like it's basically just watching your one hand. It's like up to you whether or not you want to do the feet part.
Right.
But obviously it's taking into account like a very simple example. If your hand's over here and you're pulling it like towards your body, it'll get like the gyro and whatever, all of the motion sensitivity of that. But if you're supposed to be like shuffling while you're doing it, it like takes into account like, oh, there should be a little bit of a bounce or something when it's doing it.
Oh, cool.
And also, you can do up to 6 people. And if you don't have that many Joy-Cons, you can join on your phone and use your phone's motion.
It's wild.
That's really inventive. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
We're going to the beach in September and we're going to take it with us. And that'll be interesting with alcohol.
That's so fun.
That's the optimal way to dance.
That's the only way I've ever played Just Dance, and that's probably why it's so hard.
No, that's totally fair. That's the only way I used to play Just Dance. I don't remember which one of us thought it would be a good idea to get for a workout. I think it was you, Devin.
It was me, of course.
Yeah. Why do you say of course? Like, I don't have good ideas.
No, not because it was a good idea. Listen to this guy,
Sarah. What a dick.
Because 3 minutes ago, I said twice in a row that I love dance.
You know who's really good at Just Dance, but will never, ever dance? I've only seen Hunter dance like 3 times ever. And it's always within like 4 seconds of him realizing that Just Dance is in the vicinity. And he'll go like light it up. And everyone's like, oh my God, Hunter's so good at Just Dance. But like, he will never dance at any other time. Like, we go to weddings and Hunter just gets like stage fright or something. But there's something with Just Dance that just makes him come alive. He's so good at it too.
I guarantee you Hunter will dance at our wedding because Devin will be dancing, and there's like this chaotic nerd energy that just like radiates off of Devin that just makes all the fellas want to dance with him.
I really look forward to that.
Yeah, that's one of the sweetest things anyone's ever said to me. Get me drunk at a convention and 40 people surrounding me will be singing I'll Make a Man Out of You or attempting to shuffle dance.
Okay,
that's
Hunter will dance
several times.
Several times. If I'll Make a Man Out of You plays, then Hunter will be lighting up the dance floor.
So, should we nut?
Let's nut.
I'm feeling a nut.
You know the drill, listeners. It's Nuclear Unit Tussle. It's a game show, and we guess what the top Ask Reddit answers are on a particular Ask Reddit thread, and then we get points according to which one. Whoever guesses the higher answer.
I'm really glad I recorded last weekend because I feel like there's just like a phlegmy in my throat right now, and it's disgusting.
Talking about recording songs.
Yes,
vocals
recording songs. Not this. I mean, like, this is just talking, so...
We don't need to be good for this audience. No. You hear that? Okay.
I mean, so anyway, whatever.
Yeah, this first question
pizza
is submitted.
Sorry.
Listen.
I was really worried I was going to lose the answer.
All right, posted by user ScubaWho1 says, what tastes good both hot and cold? And I'm going to say coffee.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that was
And Sarah said pizza.
I was going to say apple cider just to piss Allie off, but I don't think that's going to be on this list. But that also tastes good hot and cold.
Legit, my answer was apple cider.
Oh, that's good.
No. Well, you can still say it. So
my first thought was shrimp. And then I knew there was a better answer. Yeah, and I just ate pizza. I just finished eating pizza. Like, I still taste it in my burps.
Pizza's definitely going to be on there. Also, tea. Tea is really good. Hot and cold
that's
as well.
A good answer.
Yeah,
but I'm going to say coffee because that's like gonna. What are you doing?
That's Suki.
Just like saw her out of the corner of my eye, like this tiny furry statue.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I was watching her climb around. She's so stately right now.
If you don't look at her, she might start voguing.
I hope she starts voguing. Right, she's like, was someone talking about Just Dance?
Look at this. It's time for a catwalk, baby.
Hey, I see what you did there. She's like, bye, Felicia.
She's going to go cause mischief elsewhere. Listeners,
Clyde's
that's our
sleeping.
youngest cat, Suki.
He lives playing in a plastic bag. All is well with the world.
I think that pizza and coffee are going to be like the top answers. I don't know if cider will be on there, although it's very true. Chicken is good too.
Yeah. That's a good answer. I also think tea is a really good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I see coffee beating it out.
I think I'm going to pick between cider and chicken. And when I say chicken, I'm talking like chicken sandwiches or like chicken on salad.
That makes more sense. I was confused. I mean, like you could say like turkey too.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with chicken.
Yeah,
or
cold cut.
Poultry.
Mm-hmm. Poultry. Maybe not saying poultry, though, because poultry makes it sound like you're just going to eat like a live chicken.
Well, that way I can cover chicken and turkey in one answer.
Oh, chocolate. Chocolate's good, hot or cold.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah. You know what's not? Strawberries.
Some people think so, because I definitely have had like hot strawberries on ice cream or strawberry shortcake. Aren't the strawberries in strawberry shortcake warm?
No, I don't think so.
Well, they're not hot.
I mean, like
I have had a hot strawberry.
Why?
Like you're not talking room temperature strawberries?
I think I've had a deliberately
like
warm
someone has
strawberry.
purposefully heated up a strawberry. Huh.
I think so.
That's very strange.
Well,
I don't know.
Think this through now.
I get maybe like,
you know where I've had a hot strawberry? In a crepe with Nutella.
In a crepe. Okay. Yep, that's fair. That's a hard question to say. Are our answers locked in?
First, we have to check the scoreboard.
Oh, good point. Well, I mean, I am locking in my answer regardless of what the scoreboard is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody's
locked in.
Devin, you're at 43. Lily's at 50. Sarah's at 49. It's a real close game.
Nice.
All right. In the words of Christopher Pratt, let's go.
All right. Top answers.
Oh my God.
I know. State Hat 3117 says cheese, and Devin's going to go murder himself now for not thinking of that first.
Yeah, that's so good. I'm going to go drown myself in cheese so that I can also die happy.
Google before post says revenge.
That's funny.
Very clever.
It's a dish best served cold,
yeah,
but also
that's a fun answer.
Hot,
that's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to count that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, because it actually really works.
Quiet Blobs is chocolate chip cookies, which, yeah. I mean, fresh out of the oven, delicious. You never heat them back up.
Warm is better.
I don't like them.
They still taste
cold.
Good.
I disagree.
If there are cookies out,
they're not
like
cold.
If you're yeah, that's true. That's true. Quiet Blob, what are you talking about?
I think cold is refrigerated or refrigerator temperature.
Yeah, and that's what we were thinking of at the beginning of this.
Yeah, and if we're thinking in those terms, I disagree as well.
Unless he's talking, you put it in your ice cream and then you only eat it after it gets cold.
True.
Yeah, but why would you wait?
Yeah, if you're a masochist.
Yeah, he definitely means room temperature here, and he doesn't deserve all these points. He or she. Quiet Blob is definitely gender neutral.
Well, this one isn't. Tiny Manhood 3 says sandwiches, which is also true.
You know what's great about the username Tiny Manhood 3 is there are presumably two others that got to it first.
That's fair. I didn't even think about that.
Sandwiches is a really good answer.
It is a really good answer.
Sweeping my chicken sandwich right out from under me.
Oh, yeah. Fangirl of Floof says brownies. Hell yeah.
Brownies are not good cold.
Same deal with the cookies.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I think people are just confused. They're assuming that cool means room temperature, which maybe it does for them.
Yeah, maybe it does for them. But I just thought of ice cream cookie sandwiches.
True. Yeah. Those are frozen.
You might be able to do the same thing.
But those aren't good hot because there's ice cream involved.
Unless you deep fry them.
That sounds disgusting.
I think you mean amazing. Spectral Force with a 3 says pizza.
And Sarah's on the board.
All right, I'm at 54. Sarah. Taking a slight lead.
Nice.
One step closer to Nut Master, Nut Lord. Nut Master first.
Nut Master, yeah.
Jump the gun here.
No, especially when you're nutting.
Heroic Tanuki says chocolate milk, that's gross.
Actually,
it's like hot chocolate.
I mean, hot chocolate, I guess.
Yeah. One time in my life, I was at some lock-in or whatever with a youth group, I think, and they had chocolate milk, and they were also we're doing hot chocolate, and all they did was they just put the chocolate milk in some machine that I didn't know what it was because I was a small child, but it just heats it up, and maybe it's supposed to be for coffee or something. It just straight up heated up the chocolate milk, and it tasted like excellent hot chocolate. It was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't add anything to it at all.
But what I'm not surprised about is that everyone did something nasty at youth group. Why do you always do the weirdest, like,
that's not nasty.
Most
that was
feral
delicious.
shit at youth group? It sounds gross. I'm like really surprised it tasted good. I guess it makes sense.
It tasted amazing.
I guess it makes sense, but it seems like, really wrong.
There's no problem with warm milk. Adults don't really drink it, but
it's also disgusting.
I guess, don't you pour warm milk in instant hot chocolate anyway?
Yeah, if you use milk instead of water.
Yeah, I use water.
It's good.
I use water too, but I think it says like milk or water. So I guess it's not that weird. It just sounds really wrong.
The concept of warm milk is gross to me.
The nasty thing at like lock-ins were graveyards where you take all the sodas and mix them all together and then somebody drinks them for $1 and he doesn't get the $1 anyway, but he really just did it for attention.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yep, that sounds like a youth group lock-in. Exotic Storm 6788 said cake. Yeah, I thought of cake.
Yeah, there's ice cream cake.
Yeah, I just don't really think cake is that good cold. I was also thinking pie because I actually like cold or
pumpkin
hot.
pie.
Yeah, or cherry pie or like blueberry pie. I've had both of those both ways, but I just didn't feel like it goes for like every type of pie.
Yeah, I think some people put cake in the fridge in order to make it last longer. Mm-hmm. And whenever that happens, I just pull it out and eat it. I don't do anything to like warm it up.
Okay.
Cheese puzzle is next. And they say tea. Oh, you said coffee, didn't you?
Yeah, tea came before coffee.
I know. I'm distressed at
in this economy when everyone is obsessed with iced coffee.
Right. And coming in at number 10. D-Rez says coffee, so I still get 1 point.
All right.
Yeah,
but man, I can't believe that's so low on that list. I thought that'd be way up there.
I thought it would be on the top.
Me too. I thought pizza and coffee would be the top 2 answers. Okay,
Apple
Lily,
cider is a couple
51.
down from there.
Darn
and
it.
Chicken.
Oh, no.
Right after apple cider.
I feel like I've started a pattern of coming in just off the list. Oh well. What
Sarah has 50
the number of points
now, and I have 51.
All right. And I have 43.
Yep.
Woo! Okay, well, here comes another one. Because the thing about nuts is they almost always come in pairs.
Okay. You know, this could go hand in hand with the comment that you just made. And that's going to be my answer, so no one's allowed to take that.
That is so good. Damn it.
Yeah, that's good.
All right,
that's
somebody read the question.
Okay.
So that I can say that an appropriate answer.
Wait, do we read the users who post the questions?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Apprehensive user, sir. Wait, apprehensive. I had a stroke. What the fuck just happened? Okay. Apprehensive sir 358 said, what activity is only fun if you're good at it, Lily?
And I'm going to say sex.
Yeah, I bet that's on there.
I bet that's an answer.
I feel like I could go 2 directions with this. And one of them is like running.
Oh, I was just going to say running.
I would say exercising in general is probably
that's what I started to say.
Working out is only fun.
Working out is only fun if you're good at it. And sometimes it isn't even. But then the other direction that I feel like I could have gone in is something that's otherwise scary. Like, I don't know, base jumping or something. If you're not good at it, I guess you only really find out once.
I feel like playing instruments is only fun if you're good at it. Like trying to learn how to play guitar right now has been just because it's so hard to start. Because like, I feel like when you're just learning, like you can't even play a song yet. And at that point, it's not fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of things.
Instruments are only fun if you're good at it, if you are also self-aware. Because there's a lot of people who just wail.
But I feel like that goes with anything. Like you could think that you're great and having fun at anything and suck at it in actuality. So it's all a matter of personal perspective.
Also, like, where's the distinction between having fun and like the ability to do it? Because like swimming, if you can't swim, it's definitely not fun to swim because you just drown. But also like, you could be like kind of
like I can't swim and I still have fun swimming. I just don't go into the deep end. So
yeah, because the question isn't drawing that hard line of what activity is only fun if you can do it.
Yeah, and that doesn't make any sense anyway. Oh, shoot. I'm having a hard time thinking of something. Meditating is not fun until you get the hang of it.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I don't know if it's going to be a popular answer. Like, I think it's really real for me because I'm still not good at it and I try really hard to do it. And then I end up being like, oh, there's that comb I thought I was missing earlier today. And then I think about like, should I cut my bangs again? And then I'm like... should I cut the cat's nails? And then I'm like, oh, speaking of the cat, should Moxie go to the vet because maybe he like lost weight finally and they can stop calling him obese? And then boom, I'm no longer meditating.
It took you a long time to not be meditating. There were a lot of thoughts that happened before you lost that level of concentration.
Yeah.
Or is that just how long it took for you to realize you're not meditating?
That's the problem. It's like meditating, which I've been trying to do since like 2012 when I had this class at NYU. It was called The Science of Happiness, and it was so cool. And they teach you how to meditate. And part of meditating is noticing a thought like coming into your head, especially like a distracting thought, and then being able to acknowledge it and then recenter. And in this practice, like you have to like keep a journal, and I would be like, okay, I had like 400 thoughts until I realized like, oh, I'm supposed to be meditating. So
wow.
I don't know if it's going to get better for me. I try. You know what really helps? Guided meditations, because then I can just focus on the voice that's guiding me. And it's just
yeah.
I think some honorable mentions could be things like bowling, or if you're with people who are good and take it seriously.
Yeah.
Or like a spelling bee.
I mean, a lot of things are only fun if you're good at it. It's just hard to think about because, like, some people are naturally good at some things. So,
right. Like, what about reading? I feel like reading is not fun when you're a kid until you can, like, read, like, easily without effort, you know, almost like effortlessly. And it's, like, almost like an instinct.
I hate reading still to this day. So, that never became
fun. But you're
fun.
really good at it.
Yeah, aren't you a really fast reader?
I am a really fast reader, but it puts me to sleep is the problem. Like my level of concentration is just, and it might be because like maybe I'm staring too intensely at the page, which is why I'm reading so fast. Like I have no idea. I'm just like, anytime I read, like the only things that I would like read the whole way through with intention were like Mercedes Lackey books or the Harry Potter series. Anything else I've just listened to an audiobook, and I like audiobooks, but I like having physical books, and I like doing things with like physical paper, which makes it super weird that I don't like to read physical books.
There's something lethargic about it, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I should be doing something.
I feel like reading makes me feel like I'm doing something more than consumption that just like happens to me. That's like the nice thing about reading for me is I always feel very accomplished or like very productive if I'm reading, because like otherwise, I'm just listening to something and I'm not really doing the work. I feel like I'm just like absorbing. But I understand. I feel like in today's society, when we get everything so quickly, reading can feel like you completely dictate the pace. So like if you're distracted, things happen so slow and it can feel like, Devin, when you said lethargic, it made me think of that. Like, I wonder if part of why you might feel that way is because it just will happen so slow, especially if you keep falling asleep when you're reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think also there's just, I was assigned so much reading in high school that was awful. Like just these super depressing, horrible books that it was like, it was only when I started book club that I actually like bought a couple books to read them that I like they weren't like fantasy books or anything like that, because that's like my go-to. And some of them are really, really good. It's just motivating myself to read is like motivating myself to work out.
I watched that happen in slow motion. For the listener, Clyde, our oldest cat, who's still only 2 years old, just slowly walked over to the Lily's sewing desk, and there's like a stack of folders, and she stood at it, then she just tapped it. She looked at it, and then she just very gently just shoved the whole top half of folders off the desk.
She's like a very slow and graceful tornado.
Thanks for the segue, Clyde, because I think we've got our answers, right?
Yep. Wait, what was mine? Oh, meditating or reading.
But you could go with reading.
I'm not feeling that I have a very winning answer.
Dodgeball.
Yeah, I don't know. It could really go either way. I'm not going to make any assumptions. But I know my answer is solid. Just don't know if it's going to be on there.
I'll say reading, because I don't know if people like find meditating fun anyway. like, I don't know if it's meant to be fun. Reading is supposed to be fun, I think. So let's go with reading.
And I said exercising. Let's go.
All right. I beat Rihanna. Rihanna?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Yep.
Says skateboarding, which is very true because I tried to skateboard once.
Yeah, it looks so cool, and it looks like it would be fun even if you're just like learning.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Mm-hmm. I feel like skiing
unless you have a knack for it. I was going to say skiing, but then like I thought about it, and I was like, I think I would have a great time anyway, even if like everyone is getting ahead of me, and I'm just like gently drifting down the hill. I think I would still have fun.
I'm just thinking about the fact that like so many people get hurt from not really knowing how to ski, which I feel like that could take the fun out of it. But yeah, I feel like if you just spend the whole day on the bunny hill and go at your own pace, you could have a great time.
Or even if I'm just rocketing out of control, there's a thrill to that. My head would just be like, well, everything is snow. I can't break anything in the snow. And as long as I never find out, I'm fine. I feel like I have to sneeze. But since I announced it, it's not going to happen. All right, who's next?
NBEKANNT. I don't really get. I can't really. I don't know.
Yep.
That. They said flirting. Okay. If you're bad at flirting, do you know you're bad at flirting? Well, not very bad at flirting.
Yeah, I feel like we're not going to. I don't think we're going to do well here, guys.
All right.
Are you okay? Bless you. Devin just exorcised a demon.
No, it's I found that sneezing is very scary whenever you have a beard, so you have to just make sure everything goes straight out. There's no downward. You don't have
like some chunks of goop in your beard.
Yeah, like this is all clear, God. And it's because
man, you better not ever have to throw up with that beard.
Oh no!
New fear unlocked.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Devin.
Impossible check 145 says golf.
That's not
I
fun.
don't think that's true.
I've heard that. No, I've heard that.
I think watching golf is absolutely terrible. Playing golf is probably just like, it probably doesn't matter how good you are at it. If you like golf, you're going to have fun. If you don't, you're not.
Right.
Mini golf, no one's good at mini golf, and it's fun if you're with the right people.
Right. I'm really bitter that I didn't say, like I said this and I didn't go with it, and I should have. Ostentatious Bro says musical instruments. When learning a new song, it's incredibly frustrating. Wrong notes, wrong expression, wrong tempo, wrong thing, wrong that, etc. But once you get it right, it's so much fun. I should have stuck with that.
And I should have stuck with swimming because simple 1, 2, 3 mindset swimming. You're either good at it or you're fighting drowning.
Damn it.
Watch, the next one is going to be a spelling bee.
No.
Nope. TGF memes says skiing, which we just talked about that.
Right.
So we know how we stand on that one. It's fair.
Busy Beverage says playing chess. Great way to fucking get demolished if you're playing against anyone who has spent some time learning the game. It's like starting a video game at level 1 and the first boss you find is level 25. Half an hour of piano and you can play a little song with your first 5 fingers. Half an hour of chess and you'll still get wrecked.
I don't know. It's fun to play chess
that hard, but
I don't think I'm good at chess at all.
Let's test that theory sometime.
Test whether I'm good at it?
Yeah, guys, let's have a chess tournament because I really want to see if I'm good at chess. Because my dad and I used to play like every couple nights for years and
Sarah's
years.
Gonna kick our asses.
No, but I might be really good.
I haven't played that much.
I haven't played in a really long time.
We're gonna have a chess tournament, but how do you organize a tournament with 3 people?
Hunter can play.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
cool.
the cats.
Well.
And we'll see if they have a good time because you know that they're not good at chess. And we'll pull them.
Yeah. Okay.
Patchy Giraffe said tennis. If you're not very good, you spend a lot of time just chasing the ball on foot across several courts or looking for it over the fence. Can confirm I had to play tennis in high school gym class and it was literally like the worst session of gym class ever. So boring.
Man, I loved playing tennis, and I'm not great at tennis. It's just a fun concept to me.
I haven't even played since I had to play in high school gym class, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have an enlightening moment, but my memories of tennis are bleak.
I think my favorite sports are the ones that are back and forth over a net.
Yeah,
so
I didn't like table tennis either.
Badminton, ping pong.
I think I'm just pretty terrible at them. So that kind of confirms this answer.
Fair enough. Okay. The next one is this ad 2235, and I don't think it will count as an answer because they just say, at my job, my group recently formed a fun committee due to low morale. Anything they make us do is not fun. I hate it. They're just like commenting on the state of what's happening to them. So the actual next answer, that youth 2223, is life.
That's depressing.
Guess it's not fun if you're not good at it.
I guess.
I feel like he's speaking from personal experience there or something. And the final answer is HSHSG date. All right, you guys need to come up with some real goddamn words. This is this person.
Someone slapped
whoever this
keyboard.
person is. Says, says dating. I had no idea most guys don't enjoy flirting with women.
Well,
that's
there
interesting.
You have it.
Because
we
I
had
feel
some
like
answers.
Most guys enjoy flirting with women.
I don't like this person. I'm just making a snap judgment, but there's something about I don't like their vibe.
That's very weird. Well, we didn't get anything there. I'm still salty. I should have gone with musical instruments. That was.
But sex was a fun answer.
And it took 15 more answers to get to fitness.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, someone said sport right after.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
That's like soccer and stuff. Bowl or basketball.
That's not gymming.
Well, good try. Good effort all around. 0 points, right?
Yep.
I think we're done nutting. So it's time to shift our focus. Put those judgy pants on and...
Oh, they're on. They're always on.
Time to switch to put on your assholes, where we make a judgment based on an Am I the Asshole thread. So it's posted by user, another slap of the keyboard, AJSDHNR throw, Ajdner throw, posts, Am I the asshole for telling cashier that wasn't the girl's credit card? So they say, throwaway because husband told me I was the asshole and I want to know before I get home and argue. I was in a higher end department store today. Rhymes with looming tails.
Bloomingdale's? Okay.
DuckTales?
Yes, DuckTales.
And happened to end up next to two teenage aged. This is not fair to this person, but I don't like them already. Only because they said teenage aged. That is the reason for that word existing, is teenaged. Anyway, I was next to two teenage aged girls while shopping. One of the girls had picked out a pair of very expensive boots and they were fawning over them. Second girl must have looked at the price tag and asked Boots girls if she's really gonna spend that much on boots. Girl with boots says something along the lines of, it's fine, I have my dad's credit card, I'm not paying, which instantly caught my attention because that's not her card, all caps. Okay. I've told my son multiple times he's never allowed to use my card, so I'm interested to see how this girl thinks she's going to get away with fraud, but had split up from the girls at this point because they had found something else. We end up at the same register, me behind, and I see her total hit well over 4 digits. The girl is about to swipe her card when I decide I can't let her get away with something like this, and someone has to parent this kid if no one else will. I tell the cashier that isn't her card, but her father's, and I'm not sure she has permission. Girl and friend turn and glare at me, giving me possibly the dirtiest look I've ever seen. I swear this girl was going to throw a tantrum right there. I don't think she was ever told no. Girl tells cashier her father gave her the card to shop with because it's the store's credit card and it gives him the points. Now that I've pointed out it wasn't hers, cashier tells her she can't use that card. Girl tries to show ID to prove that they have the same last name. Parentheses, yeah, that will help. And I tell her it's still fraud. Girl says it's not fraud because she has permission and tells me to mind my own business. I tell her that it's my business that she's doing something illegal and she needs to pay with her own card or I call the cops. Girl is pissed now and people are glaring at me. She uses her own card and leaves crying. Cashier looks mad at me, and I tell my husband when I get home, only for him to agree that I was in the wrong. So, Reddit, am I the asshole?
Yep.
Yeah. Have you never heard of rich people?
Right.
Some people have money that they let their children spend. Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's not relatable to everyone.
It's not that out of the ordinary. It would have been different if she heard the girl say that she stole the credit card or something like that. But she didn't. She's just very clearly not minding her own damn business. And it's not your responsibility to parent other people's kids. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She could have easily had a spending limit.
She just seems like a person who just gets in other people's way because she feels like it needs to be, like the world needs to go according to her divine plan or whatever. Fucking weirdo.
I feel like this is the extreme end of something that we talked about in one of our first episodes. It might have been the Starbucks drive-through, where like sometimes there's someone who needs to put on those justice pants and like serve justice. And like this person is someone who thinks that that person is them and this is the scenario to do it.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not. Like,
exactly.
I can't.
Like, Dad will handle that when he gets the credit card bill if he has a problem. Like,
yeah, I can't really wrap my head around like hearing someone say, "This is my dad's card," and thinking like, "Uh-oh,
it's stolen.
Let me handle this."
Jesus.
Right.
And just because you tell your kids that they're not allowed to use your credit card doesn't mean that other people's parents do the same thing. There's a lot of parents who let their kids use their credit card. Whether that's a good idea or not, that's on them. So it's not your place to step in there.
And who's to say she didn't have a spending limit, or this was like a prize for doing really well in school?
True.
Or her, maybe she started like
didn't happen.
A nonprofit and saved animals' lives. And her dad was like, wow, you can spend $5,000 at Bloomingdale's because we're really super rich and you use your money for good things. And now you can buy
I don't think we have to create fairy tale scenarios for rich people. We can just say that this lady needs to find her own business.
Well, also, like, maybe she hasn't done any of that stuff, but also who's to say that this daughter didn't go, hey, Dad, I'm going to go to Looming Tales and I'm going to spend a lot of money, but don't you have a card that gets you points if I do that? So why don't I give you $4,000? I'll take your card and I'll go spend that money and get you points.
And guarantee you her credit card is probably also fucking paid by her dad.
Yeah, probably.
So the only thing that happened is that he didn't get his points, which kind of sucks for him.
That's just a jerk move at this point.
Yeah.
I want to point out one thing that caught my attention. She says, this girl is about to swipe her card when I decide I can't let her get away with something like this, and someone has to parent this kid if no one else will.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's weird. And I feel like there's some stress in the original poster's life that is making her take it out on other people.
Yeah, this
because otherwise, why would you step in, you know?
Yeah, this isn't really a parenting situation. Like, I have a hard time trying to think of a scenario where it is okay to be like, if no one else is going to parent this kid, I will. I can't think of a time that that's fine. You can become a guardian to a kid and then parent that kid.
Yeah.
Or you can be a teacher to the kid and teach the kid life lessons, but...
Yeah, it just screams control issues.
Yeah, framing it as no one else is going to parent this kid, I will. It's just like automatic. No matter what the rest of this situation is, I would be like, yes, they are. This is the asshole.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Somebody commented and said you're the asshole, but I get the feeling you're still going to go home and argue with your husband about it and ignore everything you've learned here.
Yeah,
awkward.
Sounds right.
Also, very telling that the cashier looked pissed at her.
Yeah, I would be, because like once it's blatantly pointed out.
Right? We've all worked retail. Like, shit like that happens.
Yeah, once it's blatantly pointed out, you're like, okay, well, I have to follow the rules now. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee, like, the cashier is upset now that this scenario is happening, rather than just, okay, swipe, cool, yep, used the store card, all right, have a good day.
Exactly.
And instead, it's this scene.
Also, how lucky for this woman to have, randomly been just right behind them after she heard them talking about the $1,000 boots, and then was strangely right behind them in line and could see the total.
I see what you're putting down.
She's just fucking following them around like a creep.
She put her mission on her Justice RoboCop heads-up display. And then she followed that mission all the way until checkout time. I can imagine that they were going around like the boots in the apparel section, and you have this woman with like her Predator paint, like face paint, like emerging from racks, like keeping tabs on them. Like, I'll get you soon. Just you wait.
Yeah, that's easy answer.
That was easy.
Yeah.
I think that's 2 in a row of just like, yeah.
Boom, also, boom. I love how she's like well over 4 digits. Yeah, no shit, it's Bloomingdale's. But anyway, carry on.
And what is well over 4 digits anyway? Because once you get to that point, like, what makes it well over? Because that's a very, very 4 digits is a long
anywhere
spectrum,
between 4 and 5 digits.
What if the number of digits was well over 4?
I was thinking that.
That's a crazy shopping trip.
Those are cool pair of shoes.
I'd immediately have a heart attack and then be like, but I could never see myself spending over $1,000 in a store unless I was buying a car or music equipment.
I would be like,
if I ever spent over $1,000 on clothes, I'd be like, all right, you need to stop me right now because I'm doing something wrong.
You just got to buy the store. Verdict says user has throw. You are the asshole. But the last thing we have left to do is save the world one life pro tip at a time. So there is somebody asking for a life pro tip request.
Lightning Thunderman said, I'm moving tomorrow. What is your one moving life pro tip?
Pack before today if you're moving tomorrow.
Yeah.
That would be my pro tip. Maybe have retroactively asked for a life pro tip on moving prior to 24 hours before your move.
Yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
What if my one moving life pro tip is ask Reddit what you should be doing?
Yeah.
It's not.
As a person who moved 3 times in the last 3 years, 4 times in the last 4 years, I would say get movers. Not that like I know what that's like, but it seems way easier than what I experienced every time I moved. And every time I move, my dad's like, get movers because you're not going to want to carry all that shit. And I'm like, no, it's too expensive. And then
I don't trust movers. Because my dad was military. So every time we moved, like a box of our toys would disappear because that happens a lot when military families move.
What?
So like I have zero trust for movers. Like Devin will tell you we've moved all of our shit from everywhere we've been. And it's because I do not trust movers. They could be a great company. I just trust no one. I feel like it's like ingrained in my brain now. I'll be like 80 years old moving my own shit.
Okay, between the years of 2010 and 2021, with the exception of half a year, I moved once every year. So I've done a lot of moving. And they were total moves, all my stuff.
I was so smug in my 4 times in 4 years.
No, I moved that every year since I moved out of my parents' house, like every year since I was 18. This is like the first time that I've been in a place for longer than a year. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It's very relaxing and you can like paint stuff and make things permanent.
Just live vicariously through you guys.
My one moving life pro tip with all that experience is don't stress about it. Like, don't put it off, but like stressing makes the move worse. Like, get boxes, put stuff in boxes. Get more boxes, put stuff in boxes. That's it. Just put all of your stuff in boxes and then push it. I feel like the most daunting thing about moving is looking at all the stuff that you have to do and thinking like, how do I get this over there? Oh man, what do I do? And like, until the actual moment where you can put stuff in a trailer and move it, it's going to seem so daunting. You're going to have stacks of stuff. You're going to have stuff that you can't put in boxes yet.
Yeah, you have to time it right. You have to put the stuff that you don't need in boxes, make sure all your dishes are done at a certain point, and then pack those.
But like, if you don't psych yourself out and stress about it, you just put all the stuff that you're not going to need daily in boxes. If super organization stresses you out, don't put them all in the boxes. You'll deal with it later.
That's bad advice.
Wait, let me finish. If super organization is something that's good for you, definitely do it because it's better. But don't make it an ordeal.
Bold of you to assume that some of us can just choose not to stress out.
Right.
I
feel like stressing and organizing it and making sure that you're then not going to, because if you don't organize and you just put shit in boxes, you're going to retroactively stress whenever you unpack things and you can't find shit.
Only if you have a partner who will get stressed about that kind of thing. Because so many of those moves were just me. Like maybe 8 or 9 of them were just me. And I'm like,
and
okay.
You were fine until I came along and stressed you out.
That system was fine.
I feel like we've had another answer where Devin said be single. What was it? Right? Waking up early or something. I'm sensing a trend.
What's your one moving life pro tip? Don't do it with a partner.
Yeah. I will say moving like the heavy stuff is so like you and I, Lily, are absolute boss tier at like moving the big stuff fast just because we're like, we get it done and then we push ourselves a little too hard, but it gets done. But if you are alone and fine with it, like get your stuff in boxes and put it in a truck. Like that's the hardest part, is knowing that it's going to be sitting there until you can actually put it somewhere. I think.
I would also say life pro tip would be make sure that you're unpacking, even if it's like one box a day, because if you just let it sit there for too long, then it will sit there forever.
That's true.
And you'll have boxes that you will literally never unpack.
Yeah, the part of moving that I didn't consider is still moving is once you're already there. Mm-hmm. And I think my life pro tip for that would be, if you have days to take off the day after you move as well.
Oh, yeah.
Get a good music playlist and just
put shit
dance your stuff into the places that it should be.
Yep. And unpack your kitchen and your bathroom and your bedroom first.
Yeah, that's funny. That's like when Devin and I were roommates and everybody moved in, and you came upstairs the one day and you were like, I'm done. And I had not unpacked one single box.
I think that might be the reason why I came in so hot with something that was controversial, and that like the organization doesn't really bother me much, is because I fully expect to like put headphones in and do like a playlist that makes me want to dance, and then focus that energy on just like putting this stuff here and this stuff here. And then it's just an intense day.
Yeah, I will
if
say,
we had done that for this house, that would have been awful when we just opened a box and unpacked randomness and then shuffled it from room to room. Because when you're moving into a house, you've got to have everything packed by room. So you can at least have the boxes in the room that they go in. And then it is what it is. And you get it unpacked as you can.
But if you think about it, if you're just going through and putting all the stuff you have in boxes and that's the method that you're doing, you're going to be doing it by groups naturally anyway. Like you're like, okay, now I have to pack the bathroom.
Well, this is assuming that you're a moderately even organized person. Okay. And then you're doing it in an organized way anyway. So we're back to it being organized, being a positive idea.
Maybe that's where it comes from, is I like my stuff to be in places. And so maybe I don't think about it as like, it's already organized when I'm putting it in the boxes. But to me, I'm just like scooping stuff in there. But like I have places for things. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I have to clean before I pack. Like always.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I don't really have a life pro tip for this, huh? But no, I think my official life pro tip is that last one, that like put on music and dance your stuff into the places that it needs to go.
That's a good life pro tip.
Yeah.
And it bookends this whole thing. Just dance.
Just dance.
That's it.
Just dance.
Just dance.
I can't wait to go tell Hunter there's a Just Dance for the Switch.
We did it. Thanks for listening to us. We are only mostly thread. If you like us, you can follow us on socials. And on all the socials, we're only mostly thread. It's really easy to find us wherever you're looking. Consider telling your friends about us. Every fledgling podcast is like, hey, leave a review and everything. And I'm not going to be better than that. Do it. Do that thing.
Please do it.
Do the thing.
Even if it's scathing, I still want to hear it.
Do the thing, Julie. Do the thing.
Listen, I heard this psychological tip. If you want engagement from an audience, just do something that will make people comment, no matter what it is. Like, well, that's how many points we have. I had 43 and I got 7, so now I'm at 46 points.
Yep, that's right. That's math.
Did you just have a stroke?
It's not controversial at all.
No, you do something purposefully wrong, and then you get hundreds.
You want them to correct you.
You get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of comments that are just like, "Hey, idiot, it's 50. Hey, it's 50," and you're like, "Wow, this is getting some real engagement."
And now it's all ruined because you explained it.
Well, thanks for listening. I'm still Devin.
I'm still Lily.
I'm still Sarah.
And no matter what, you could definitely know that the Earth is flat.
Wait, what?